From Darnassus, from where we left off, I sold, vended, mailed out. I did buy a round of accurate slugs for my gun, but it doesn't seem like whatever I do, I still can't get the sound to replace properly. But I am here to go ahead and do this quest for Grazzle, which should put me in good stead with the Timber Mob, the faction. Turn on his growl and fix that. There we go. Is he 48 yet? He is 48. All right, let's go with, do I want, I don't need this, because there's not much else to pick. Go away. You go away now. I actually am genuinely like, you get away, you person, you. I just, like, in my brain, it's like, it's not a robot, it's an annoying person that is gonna take my kills. I do need to be careful here. Pull you back a little bit. Notice how we're getting a little bit of Timber Mall rep. I don't want to do that many at once. That's good. Gardeners are a problem. Definitely want to get them killed very quickly. Who fell wood? Hunter. I'm a bit early to be starting this. Usually you don't start this until like your low 50s. But I want to go turn this quest in. Yes, I could summon him using Brill, but I don't want to. I want to do this the honest way. Okay, is this ready yet? It is ready. To not have to use it, but I have to use it. To stun him so he doesn't heal himself. They tend to be very, very large, significant heals. So it basically just doubles the amount of time it takes to kill him. Alright, can't skin them. Gotta kill how many? Jeez, 18 creatures. Ugh. I'll save all my mana for the gardeners. They're annoying. If I can't kill him in time. Shit, he's gonna heal, isn't he? Yeah, look at that. Significant. I guess it's not that bad. Okay, I have all my warriors. There's usually like one that's always like really high and pretty much done by the time I've just begun the others. I would like to kill that rare. And putting his rejuve on himself is enough. I don't want him to also do that big heal if I can avoid it. You over here. Jeez, that's a huge reduction in armor. Holy shit, that took all my armor away. Wow. Glad they're not evading, like running, like fleeing. They're not fleeing, which is good. Okay, let's see if I can kill this guy. You over here. Come over this way. More. There we go. Oh yeah, he's a pushover. You never know. Sometimes they're really easy. Sometimes they're really difficult. Lots of warriors. Any pathfinders and gardeners. There we go. Shit. Didn't want to get two of those at once. There we go. There we go. That's better. I can deal with one of them. Let's see. After this, 3 more Pathfinders and 1 Gardener. You pretty much have to do this quest in order to be able to survive. Just sort of run through the tunnel in northern Fellwood that goes to Moonglade and Winterspring without being hassled. They don't like you, but they're not going to attack you. You have to do a little bit more work for them to talk to you. But I'm not going to do that yet. Or ever. We'll see. Last gardener. Already got all my gardeners, okay. Now I just need 2 more pathfinders. Just need a Pathfinder, guys. Just a Pathfinder. Really? No Pathfinders at all? Son of a bitch. Hey, there we go. Unfriendly with Timber Mole. That's what I wanted. Of course, I turned my back to him, so he stunned me. Yeah, at unfriendly, they won't attack you. They just can't be hostile. There we go. There's a Pathfinder. So many warriors. Anybody else out here yet? Be nice to, like, work my way out. Son of a bitch. At least they're not running. I remember them running, but maybe these guys don't. I don't know. See if I can get him quickly. Yay, I kept him from healing him. I was afraid the gardener would heal him. Boy, my pet's struggling with rage, isn't he? Yep, there we go. And that is how it's done. Now if I can just get out. Shit, I actually have to take time for this. Nope, I don't want to do that again. Speak to Nathan, there we go. Now we're going to go all the way to the other end of the zone. That was a nice piece, wasn't it? Yeah, look at that. Very nice. A little bit more armor. Some decent attack power, some stamina. Stamina is less important for me, but I think it does help the pet, right? I ate a whole bag of potato chips, and now I hate myself. I haven't had chips in ages, so I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna have some chips. So I bought some chips, like a bag, like a medium bag. Oh my god, so yummy. Like for the first half of the bag, it's just delicious. It's like, oh, nom, 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 nom. Second half, or the next third is like, oh, this is really good. And then after that, it's like, eh. But you're just already committed. You're funny. Why? Why are you a Destruction Warlock? You should be leveling as either Affliction or as Pet Demonology. I should change the values so that very, very few Warlocks are Destruction Warlocks. Because the problem is that the built-in system forces them to summon imps, which really it should be Affliction Warlocks that summon imps. And destruction locks should summon succubi and sacrifice them. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong. But for some reason that's in my head as the thing you do if you're a destruction warlock. But maybe they don't have sacrifice yet? Or maybe that's not a thing in Wrath? I forget. I absolutely forget. I remember in Kara, our, back in the day, our warlock was a destruction warlock, and she would summon a succubus and then dismiss succubus, or sacrifice the succubus for more DPS. Don't tase me, bro. I can also go, while I do this, I can go get the flight path for inside Winter Spring at the, shit, what's it called? Whatever the place is called in there. On the far, like, near the east side. I would love to get all those, but I probably need to be about 54 or so to really enjoy exploration and herbing in this area. Before then, I'm just like an aggro magnet. Yep, it's painful to just ride by them. I desperately need them later on for alchemy and for glyphs. But then again, Brill will be also doing it. So she'll do that then. Oh, almost forgot. There we go. I'll get the Grom's blood. This will be the first Grom's blood I've ever harvested on this server. So now I have a Plague Bloom and a Grom's blood. Nice. At least I think it is. Hey, Sulfa. Beads for Sulfa. There's a connection there. And look, he didn't attack me. I can ride them out through? Yes, they fixed it in Wrath, didn't they? In 3.0. In the 3.0 patch, they finally fixed it. Okay, so I want to go down, whoops, here. And go north. To Moonglade, get the flight path, then I'll turn the quest in. Then I'm going to come back down and go all the way out to what's its face on the east side of Winter Spring. I think there's only 2 winter zones in this game, right? before Northrend. Dawn Morrow and Winter Spring. I think that's it. And by the time we get Wrath, there's 2 more. Snow Peaks and Winter Grasp. Should probably turn music on, shouldn't I? There we go. Now I can come here anytime I want. Alright, so let's, oh, that's interesting. So there's no mark here, even though I'm tracking it. Is that because I've told the tracker to not show completed quests? Oh no, it's because I turned off. It's because I turned off icons. Yes, because it was stuttery. Yeah, there we go. Nothing else to do there. I still need to fix that. Oh wait, no, I don't go that way. Right. I'm going this way. Oh wait. No, let's just go this way. 6 of one, half dozen the other. It's not going to save me any time if I fly back to Bellwood. It's just going to add flight time and then just about the same distance either way. So in effect, shorter or longer. They should really fix these stairs. Put an invisible ramp on top of them, guys. It's so weird. It's like hard on the eyes and the brain. It's like I'm gonna have a seizure or something. I don't like it. Hey, Sulfa. We're not doing any of that. We're not doing any of that. We're not high enough for this yet. We need to be like mid-50s, 53, 54. To have fun. I mean, you can do them. They're just... It's a lot of work. Pretty music. And then we have the follow-up from Rutherland Village, where we come and get the white or the blue feathers that are here, like that one right there. We're just not high enough yet. Like maybe 50, 51, we'll get that. I do want to get to 50 before I do Sunken Tumble, because I want to get the class quest for warrior or for hunters, and I can probably start doing that anytime, like even at 49 or even 48. I can probably go out because I think it's, isn't it these quests here? Maybe, I don't know, or no, it's maybe that quest. I don't know. Maybe it starts in Stormwind or in Iron Forge. I need to go look it up. There's also one that takes you to Dire Maul, which would be fun to do. Oh, well, hello there, Mr. Tauren Death Knight. Ooh, 55. I think I'll avoid. That's 7 levels above me. I might survive it, but probably best avoided. Hunters are fairly resilient. We're DPS, tank, and healer all in one. So it makes us quite a bit interesting to play. I'm not going to go in there yet. There's nothing for me there yet. But I will get this. Now, I can't fly there yet, right? Okay, so I need to go to... I need to get the flight paths at Forest Moon and Ashara. And then I can have, like, straight shots up and down the coast. I'll be right back. All right. I'm gonna have a banana. Gotta get my radiation for the day. Wonder. I can do things like make these things like disappear almost completely and then make them come up during combat a little bit. Just curious. Tender, custom show fade. So I could go, okay, not this one, but like this. I want this to fade in combat to 10. Let's try this for a second. Just a minute, I'll be right back. Sorry, sometimes the body goes, you know that weight you've been putting on for the last few days, that extra 5 pounds? Yeah, we're getting rid of it this morning. Get ready. It's gonna be a lot. Okay, so if I go into combat, this should vanish even more than it is. And it's not. Whoops. Bar 1, fade out to 30. Oh. That's what it is. There's an accept down here. That's right. Now will it fade out more? No. I think what I have to do is put everything in there. BT 1 combat, and then fade 30, right? So I'm not gonna, whoops, fade 30. There we go. Okay. So fade 10, fade 30. This should... Nope, it's not doing it. It's not doing a double fade. Why? I want my bartender bar to be 30% opacity out of combat and 10% opacity in combat. Input custom state drivers. Two fade actions. Right. See, this doesn't seem to be working. Oh, wait, you know what? I do want fade out. Let's just try this. Let's try their macro. Combat fade 20. Fade 0. Accept. Maybe it's a matter of you have to keep the fade checkmark on. The idea is I want this to disappear when I'm in combat. Or at least go extremely dim. There we go. Now it did it. So it looks like it had to I had to refresh it. Like with that, right? Because essentially it's moving up into the center position. But now it's not coming back. That's not good. Doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Like, it's not getting the notification to update itself. Looking it up here. Maybe I could do... Wow, someone has a really... Vehicle UI, combat, show, hide, target. I mean, I can go hide, show for this one, right? Because it's a special one. But I also want it to be fade out. Let's see, fade 30. There we go. But then it should hide in combat, right? Yeah. So that works for that one. And it doesn't come back at all because it's essentially been moved up here, right? It hasn't really, but I've made it look like it has. I want these bars to be more faded now. Kind of like them more faded. Like, they don't even need to be as visible as they currently are. They're just reminders that I have things there, right? And if I actually want to see them more clearly, whoops. I can always mouse over them to, like, see the spells and change them or something. It's funny, over time I keep making them dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. Whoops. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let me reload UI. It's actually pretty good. That should work.
season 2 or from the.
All right. I'm not going to quest here. It looks like a lot of Death Knights. Well, that's the same Death Knight. Okay, so where are we going now? We are going to Dustswallow Marsh. Oh no, I have to go get the flight pass, don't I? And I got distracted. Damn it. Why, hello there. I'm going to mute while I'm doing this. We'll avoid the hordes here.
Even though we need to find Uncle Ben.
One moment. Another banana for my daily dose of radiation. And potassium. right. So now we're going to fly down to Theramore. Again, AFK-ish. I see that there's a Fallout First, free Fallout First. So if you ever thought of trying Fallout 76, today's a really good day to do it. I need to pop over there, and I have 3 accounts with many characters that have a shit ton of crap in their inventory. And if you have Fallout First, even the temporary one, like the little baby introductory one, Fallout First limited trial, then you could just store it all in your scrap box, your ammo box, and your medicine container. Yeah. Yeah, all that stuff is really good. So, highly recommend if you play 76 or want to give it a try. Now's a really good time to do it. I love that game. I just haven't played it for a while because I get into a groove with Fallout 76 or with any game. I get into a groove. I inhabit the world, right? I don't just want to do. How can I explain it? I like living in the world. I like being a part of that world for a while. But then, after a few months, I'm like, okay, I've done this. I need a change, right? So, like, even what I'm doing now, I might get tired of this in 2 months, and I might go back to Fallout 76, right? I'll be like, let's go inhabit that area again, because I know it, it's familiar, it's fun. I'm probably going to go do the scoreboard this month. I haven't decided yet. It already started. We're now in the 2nd week, but there's an XP boost in first week of July or 2nd week of July. I was sort of going to wait for that. But, I don't know. It's really easy to get sidetracked on a new game, and I tend to play games very in depth for a while. I don't just dabble with them usually. Like, I don't play like silly little kid games that, you know, grab the little cookies that are blah blah blah, you know, where you can finish it in an hour. I don't play those. I play world inhabiting games. Valheim, World of Warcraft, ESO, Fallout 76. Those D4, right? Although D4 is probably the closest I come to not really being in the world. That's very much a grab the cookies kind of game. But it has enough depth to it, enough complexity that it's not like a little kid game to me.
Light be with you.
Like a phone game. I don't like those at all. Okay, that's really good, but it's actually not as good as what I have. Surprisingly. Huh.
Light bless you.
I somehow managed to get a better one in the meantime, since I looked that up. I don't remember how. Maybe it was a reward in a dungeon? Strange. Strange days. Okay, so now we need to go back to Tabitha, right? Or are we done with Tabitha? I think we're done with Tabitha. Because that was Zulfark, wasn't it? Tabitha's task. But I think the turn-in was somewhere else. Or maybe no, it was with her. Alright, so now we are going to Nigel's Point, Southern Desolace, Nigel's Point. So we're going to Nigel's Point. I'll check back in a bit. Meantime, I'm web surfing. They've announced the Artemis 3. Sorry for the flashbang there. Here, let's go like this. There we go. Much better. Late 2027. Good Lord. It's a long way away. That's what happens when it's publicly funded, right? They just go really slowly. Timer was a little off. I guess I can just go in here. It's actually pretty good. It's probably an upgrade to what I have, as opposed to, like, this is 34.8, that's 34.7. It's really nice, but this is probably just as good. I can't get the, here, I'll show you. I have sound replacers in, thank you guys, in my files, right? Sound replacer, here, I'll show you. If I go to my desktop, whoops, wrong desktop. Go down here to the WoW64 RE folder. This is my current folder. You can see I've tried here. I tried inside the data folder. I've tried inside the ENUS folder. The last attempt was out here because someone said, "Oh yeah, just put it in the." Just in the same folder as the WoW 60, you know, as the WoW executable. I'm like, I don't know about that, but it's sound, item, weapons, gun, and then these, right? So it should sound like this, right? That should be the gun sound. There's 3 of those and then 3 load sounds. Can't get it to work. I've done that kind of thing before with sound replacer files, right? With OGG files, and they worked just fine, but I can't get that one to work. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. Less armor, but very nice high agility. All right, but I'll show you it. It does not work. It should be nice and pew. And I actually want to edit the file and remove some of the lower frequencies. I've done that before, back when Classic came out. Okay, send that guy. Hear that? So loud, so awful. I hate it so much. It's the worst thing ever. I'd rather just... Makes me want to spoon my brain out. It's so annoying. And if that's what you're hearing all day, God, it gives you a headache. I know some people enjoy that sound, and I think they need to have their brains analyzed because they're idiots. Sorry. You're an idiot. If you like that sound, you're an idiot. Or rather, if you like that sound over and over again all day, then you're an idiot. Now, you might be playing mute, right? You might have your sound turned off, and that's reasonable. But that also means you probably don't like that sound. Specific? You don't want that sound blaring in your ears all day, every day. All right, well, for now, we're just going to vend this crap.
See you later.
Let's go with the new bow.
Hey there.
Get rid of the old bow. Same as the new bow. Wait. No, I think I'll take the attack power now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I give up a little bit of whatever, but I'm gaining armor and I'm gaining stamina, so screw it. Okay, that's a draw, but I have more stamina on that one.
Have a good one.
Cloth. Herb. Leather. Do you have something that says, Dad likes leather? You mean like Leather Daddy? Do you have something like that? Oh, yeah. Arrested Development. Okay, so this would go to combat. Oops. CO. Sound combat. This will go to leather. This will go to... That's actually not bad. For a Shadow Priest or for an Affliction Lock, that's actually a pretty good shoulder, because usually shoulders have terrible stats, but that much shadow damage is insane. We don't use those. We can use that. Although, actually, we don't use those, because it doesn't overwrite. Well, I can try it. I don't think it overwrites the the potion. All right. Now we have one more quest, which I think is to the south. Yeah, it's down here, like in this area. I really, really, really hope that the Death Knight starting zone works. I've been on private servers before where they've sort of half worked. And, like, there was... I think I've been on a couple of them. On one of them, there's a big fight that happens at the end of the story before you leave the area and go do the final fight. So you basically, or maybe you come back and do it. It takes place in like the base level where you start, right? So you're inside, you leave, you go do stuff, you come back, you leave, you come back. But one time when you come back, there's like, okay, there's a bunch of big guys downstairs. We need you to fight them, right? So you go through the portal and the room is just filled with enemies, right? It's like it's the same place where you imbue your weapon with, like, you know, stone skin gargoyle imbue and stuff like that. You know, the Death Knight stuff. It's same room, right? Except now it's filled with enemies, like big giant abominations, and there's a big elite there that you have to kill. On one of them, it was so bad I couldn't, like. I'm trying to remember exactly what the deal was. Like, you would basically not be able to do it very well. Like there was no leashing. Like they would just follow you and really, really hard to kill anything, and it was just a big mess. And then there was I don't know if it was the same one. I think I finally completed that. But then there was another one where you get to the final thing and it just never starts, right? The timer is broken or something. And so it's supposed to be like on a 6 or 10 minute timer or something where the event starts, where you go and confront, you know, at Lights Hope Chapel, and you basically, you know, why are you doing this? You know, the big RP thing. And it just never happened. And it's just like, oh yeah, for that you just have to go here and just auto-completes or something. I think I got through it somehow. I don't remember exactly what it was. But it was disappointing, to say the least. So what I'm hoping is the Death Knight scripting in this version works, and it works well. That would make me so, so happy. There are a few things in this version of the game that have made me very happy. Having Stitches get summoned and work the way he's supposed to work, that made me so deliriously happy I can't even begin to tell you. I was so happy to see that. And the fact that he was really difficult to kill for, like, you know, a lobby. Like, I had to, you know, basically kite him into town, and, you know, I had a group of 5 group of 5, you know, healer, tank, 3 DPS, me. We were all, like, you know, mid-20s, upper 20s, and it was a fight, man. It was awesome. Oh, okay, I'll take it. Ah, there he is. Now I can do some Fellwood quests. I do love Fellwood. You know what I love about Fellwood? I love, one, that it's green. The music's pretty. It's a beautiful zone. It's sort of mysterious. And it's far away from any central anything, right? It's far away from everything. And you can't just, like, get there easily. Like, you have to fly all the way down, right? Now, do I get rid of this at some... Oh, this is for the other quest. That's right. I guess I could have gotten rid of this. Nice. Okay, now here's my other trinket. So now we have 2 trinkets. Excellent. Save. Let's just say this BM. It's shorter. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's save that a little bit differently. Let's save this as find the kitty cat icon. That's usually what I'm using. Actually, that's pretty good right there. Because you only get that spell with Beast Mastery. Excellent. Alright, so now, what are we doing? I don't feel like doing those. I really feel like doing Feralus. My sister's asking me questions here. No, she's I see you're in Deathless. Did you get the bot chat fixed? Not yet. They talk, but it often puts in extra new line characters, making, let's see, putting gaps in the text. Let's see, vertical gaps in the text, as you can see right now. Plus, they sometimes add garbage at the end. So, like, this shouldn't happen. And if we scroll up, there's another one. This one has garbage at the end. Examples of gaps and a bit of garbage. I am thinking I will go in and write some custom C++ to strip out anything beyond the first CR or new line care. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why it does this. I don't know why it does that. That's like a color code, right? Here's another one. Here's another one. System text. I'll scout new. It's like really bizarre. I think what I'm going to do is go to Feralus. What I should have done is go to Nigel's Point and then fly to Feralus. Why don't I do that? That's actually less effort, even from down here, or even from all the way where I am now. And then what I'll do is I'm going to park at Feralus and see if I can figure out this, see if I can address this issue right here. I get some compilation from the LLM chat bot module, which I was not getting several days ago. So that may be related. In worst case scenario, I just write some C code or some C++ code. I mean, it's essentially C code to basically anything that's responded from the like basically you send a query to the Olama chat, right? And then it responds and sends this stuff back, right? Sort of in a little package, like a little bundle, like here's your response. And then the module that's compiled into the server grabs that, structures it, throws it back in whatever chat it came from, you know, in this case, guild chat. And, you know, like the response where it's destined for. And then just throws the text in there without any, like, oversight on whether it's garbage or not garbage. And so what I need to do is I need to basically do like a grep of sorts and say, keep everything up to the first new line character, but then throw away that new line character and everything after it. It means losing things like I'm gathering herbs, but it also means losing things like this junk right there. It also means losing all those extra carriage returns that I don't want in my response. But I am going to try to see if I can contact the author and say, hey, I'm getting this compilation error. Is there something I'm doing wrong here? I don't want to assume it's their error initially. I mean, it very well could be something on my end, right? So I'm like, am I doing something wrong, or is there, you know, because I don't think his code changed. Because my initial thought that it was that it was Olama. Something was messed up in the Olama application, or with the memory usage, you know, memory allotment for the AI itself. But seeing those compilation errors means it could be that, or it could even be a combination of the two, right? It could just be that, you know, I'm having two problems happening at once. Very well could be that. Hello, everyone. See if anyone responds to general chat here. What I can do is I can, I'll swap over and I'll share my Mac screen and show you what I'm looking at as I'm trying to fix it, right? And maybe I'm an idiot for doing that. I don't know. Maybe it's too boring. And maybe you'll see that I'm, you know, not the programmer I once was. I'm sort of old and out of shape, and when it comes to coding, right? Like, it's been a while. I can do it. I can solve the problems, right? I can troubleshoot really well, but we'll see. All right, so how much gold do I have now? 324, not bad. Okay, so I'm going to quit all this. Actually, let's fly down to Feralus while I get ready for this. See if I can code this.
I'll be with you.
All right. Let me log into the Mac. All right, so I'm on the Mac. So now if I want to show that over here, I have to open up the Steam Link, which is an app that lets you control another computer. So I'm going to go Nathan's Mac Studio. And now we'll see what's on that screen. I won't be able to control it from here, but you'll see what I'm doing over there once it sort of connects. Okay, this is what my Mac screen looks like. This is what the server looks like when it's running, right? You can see here's an error that occurred, right? Some creature with a GUID of this, right? And you can see that there's bots. There's 191 active, 40 moving, blah, 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 blah. 3,937 quests have been accepted since I've booted it up, or since I've logged in. 637 rewarded, that many dropped, probably because they were like out of, you know, they weren't level appropriate anymore. You can see the stats, right? It does this every now and then, right? All right, so over on the PC, I can go and bring this back. So I'm still streaming to my computer this, right? Okay, so that's my Mac. going to get rid of a window. So while that's going, I can't really do anything yet. It's disorienting because I'm seeing two copies of the screen on the left and in the center, right? Because normally my big monitor is right in the center, so I'm seeing a duplicate of what's on the left. So my tendency is to want to work on the center screen, but it's non-responsive, right? It's just a picture, right? It's non-interactive because I only view it. I can't change anything from here. But for safety reasons, right, security reasons, I don't want, like, if somehow someone got control of my Windows machine, they could, like, you know, get into my Steam link and fire up the Mac and, like, get into all sorts of mischief, right? Because I have more sensitive things on the Mac than I do on the Windows machine. Here's what the server code looks like. So I run this to start the auth server. I run this to start the world server. This is the auth server configuration. This is the world server configuration. So like if I open this, you can see here's how the server's set up. Let me go back over here real quick. And I'm going to send this guy in here. And we're going to log out. Going to quit the game. Shooby-dooby-doo-wah. See, perhaps a riddle, question mark, ampersand, number. I mean, it's obviously going to be a space character, but it's like formatted weirdly, right? All right. So now that we're, okay, let me put this keyboard, push it over. Okay, so now we're completely, I'm looking over here at my left, which is really awkward, but that's how I have to do this in order for you to see it. All right, so here's the world server config. So this is where I would set up, you know, how the world server works, right? So rules, right? So like you can't make a death knight before 55. You can't do this. You can do that. You can't do that, right? But that's all governed by this file. And I basically left it the way it was, which is very Blizz-like, right? So you can't like do all sorts of cheaty things that normally a GM could do, because I don't like that. It just feels like a cheat to me. So here's the mod level brackets. Here's the mod Olama config. This is sort of the thing in question, right? So this is, I should probably just do this first, right? So it's debugging, and then check the logs, because that might help me figure out what is causing the actual problem. Logs the complete prompt. Yes, let's do that. It's going to create a lot of text, but might solve the problem. Let me go back to a short. I'm going to keep the reply short. But these are all dials, right, that you can rotate and change around, you know, how often something happens, what kind of responses you get. Like there's a whole section where it's like role playing, right? So where is that? Here's the RP personalities, right? So someone acts like a robot, someone acts like a poet, someone acts like a this, right? And if we like view with word wrap, you can see speak like a real WoW player from Rat. Stay in character and use casual in-game tone. Oh, gee, a number I don't know. How about I just send you to voicemail and block you and report you as spam? Thank you. Speak like a real WoW player from Wrath. Stay in character and use casual in-game tone. Do not be rude. Keep it lighthearted as a roleplay character. Do not include invisible characters other than spaces. See, I tried to fix it with this, but apparently that didn't work. So I'm going to remove that. Let's see here. I'll just remove that wherever I see it. Boy, it's really weird to do this looking off to my left. And then there's another section here where I need to go in and they've separated everything with vertical bars, with bar characters. And I need to make sure, yeah, look at this. I need to go search for this, find, where's replace? Selection, search and replace. Where is that? It might be here. Might be here. There we go. Search for this and replace with that. Replace all. Yes, there we go. I hate this control bar. The way that Microsoft does this is just stupid. Yeah. So let's go ahead and just start logging this stuff. Does it store it here? Tell you what, I'm just going to delete these and let it remake them. I'm going to do a backup real quick. Now that I'm offline. Export database. Let's go. Number 2. I need to come up with a better system of doing this. I also want to grab that. Export. I have a window deliberately hidden so you don't see my IP address. I don't want people, you know, trying to hack in or do funky things like denial of service attacks and all that kind of bullshit. So if I can, I like to try to keep that hidden. I may not always succeed. All right. Since I started doing that, I have so far several. It's not really organized yet. I also have a way of doing it where I just run this script. So like in a bash, go bash, run this, it'll go bip, 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 and it creates one very quickly as a compressed file. But I'm still, I want this to run like on an hourly basis. I just need to set up a thing for it. I tried to do a launch D so that the Mac operating system does it on timer, and it's not doing it for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm leaving that there. I'll run this every hour or so, every couple hours. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to server shutdown 1, logging out all bots, run it back up. Now the server is running again. Now, hopefully, we'll get better logging. Now, look at all that red text. See all that red text? This right here, I think, is related to the code that is faulty. Tell you what, let's do something here. Let's server shutdown 1. Let's see if I can get a clean compile here. Let's just quit all this. I'm gonna stop streaming for a moment, because I don't want you to see certain things. Okay, I don't want you to see like my IP address. All right, so we're gonna go out of this folder into this folder. This is where the build directory is, right? This is where you build everything. So this is the actual code, right? So if I go into mod Olama chat, I go down to the source, right? And I can look like the API, for instance. I can say, let's open this up. And we'll look at the code, right? I was testing this is code that I wrote that I disabled that I decided I don't want to use. But we can come in here and we can, you know, write some code that actually looks at the response and says, let's strip some of this out. I don't need to see all this crap that's at the end here. Ah, so annoying. Query manager is valid response. This is where we're building our query, right? So here's the query. So when a bot wants to chat, it calls this, or some part of this code, right? Some part of this code calls this, right? And it says, is it available? Yes. If it is, build a query, like a structure that I will pass to it. I'll package some data in a certain way as a JSON, right? As a JSON package. Then I'll send that JSON package over to Olama chat, which is running right here, right? Open Olama. I can go like this. I can go terminal, Olama, chat with a model. Hello there. How are you today? This is just like talking on Chat GPT, right? It's like being on Chat GPT, like a smaller version of Chat GPT. That's what we're using in the background to create those responses. So now, like I need something like this to strip out. This is basically, let's go up to a certain character, but not including the character, right? So item find first, not of T, right? So everything up to the space T, I think. But I need something like that to sort of sanitize the response, like he's doing here, right? He's sanitizing UTF-8 from whatever this is, right? So he's requesting the data. Response buffer is empty. Otherwise, we're going to go down here. We're going to extract the response. Bot reply. Extracted response. This bot reply. Extract text between double quotes. It seems like it's not working. If it has the word think in it or think, then we're going to try to remove that out, but that doesn't seem to work. So there's new bots that have like a thinking module or a thinking mode where they provide all the thought process behind their answer. We don't care about that. So if it does reply to that, his code attempts to just ignore that, right? So here's the final step, right? Here's the bot reply. So what I want to do temporarily is limit that, right? So what I want to do is right before this, and I can just cheat, right? I can just say Chat GPT, right? I can just go right to Chat GPT. I want to remove everything. I want to begin with a string of characters and keep only the alphanumeric characters up to including, let's see, up to, I can't type, but not including any non-visible characters like new line or carriage return. In C++. All right. Sanitize. See, it already knows to call it sanitize. Good job. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just copy this over and see if this gives me a temporary workaround, right? Okay. So we're going to copy this over. And we're going to add that. Let's add it up here. No, I'll just add it right here. Doesn't matter where it is. C is not dependent on ordering of functions. Normally, I'd have it up above. All right, so then I'll say so instead of this, we're going to return right. So the sanitize is going to take a string. I'm assuming that's the same format. I don't know if it should be. It's pretty standard. Okay, end visible. Keep only the part before the first non-printable character. So blah 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 blah. I'm gonna assume it works, right? Only the leading alphanumeric up to the first non-visible character. Ah, yes, regex. There we go. If you literally want only the leading alphanumeric characters up to the first non-visible character without preserving later alphanumerics in the visible portion, then a regex can be simpler. Yes, this is what I want. Yes. Yes. I like that better. Whoops. All right, so now we're using extract visible. Extract visible, we also want to include, I think we've already included string, but let's make sure we've included regex. Guess we don't need that because I was using that, I think. Well, I guess we can use it. Oh, wow, he's, okay. It's probably redundant to do this. It's probably redundant. We'll try it. We'll see how it works. Added, let's see. Removes all characters. Returns all visible characters up to, but not including, the first non-visible character. Or I should say non-printable character. So let's say extract printable, because that's technically what it is. Precision is important. Okay. Hopefully this works. We'll see. We'll see if it compiles or if it goes bleh. All right, so to compile this, we go back to the build directory up here. I'm going to delete all this. Ah, it's all gone. Empty the trash. Going to go to terminal. Too bad I don't have an IDE for this. I'm going to change the directory to the build directory. I'm going to go get the code that does this. AzerothCore install. I can never remember what it is. Okay. Classic core, macOS core. I need a very specific instruction that creates all my make stuff for Apple Silicon. That big nasty thing right there. Right there. Copies everything into the build file or build folder that I need, right? Okay, now we want this. This is actually going to make it, right? So, now we have a huge litany. Now we'll see if we still have that error that comes up. I probably should be there, but we'll see. And I'm sorry that the screen doesn't line up properly or doesn't match properly, but yep, there's the error right there. This, I think, see this error? I think this is the cause of the problem. Oh, wait. Undeclared identifier. Extract printable. Okay. Tell you what, let's just cancel that. Go over here. Go back over here. Our first bug. Our first caught bug. All right. extract. It's right there. I shouldn't need to put this above. The way it compiles from top to bottom, and then everything is visible or everything is available. Make sure it's named the same way. It should be, because it pulls up the code when I click on it, right? When I go like this, it goes, go to definition, right there. Standard string. That's the same. I mean, I could go like this. I can go, equals, extracted bot. Sorry, what am I thinking? Reply equals, and then I can say equals this, and then I can just say return the extracted bot reply, right? It's the same thing, right? Save, close. Try it again. Oh wait, I should probably copy it over, shouldn't I? Yeah, I need to do the other. This one first. Now I can do that one. Oh, look at all this. Okay, fine, stop. Can you stop now, please? Control C, Control C, Control C, stop, command period. Guess we're just gonna let it go, aren't we? We'll tell you what, let's just go up and take a picture of that so we at least have it. Player bots. Or we need to type none. See, now I'm getting all these weird errors. These weren't here before. Why is that? That makes no sense. Tell you what, let's just close this out. Let's remake the build files. It's so weird. I have to go get that stupid string again. History. Isn't this so fun? Aren't we having fun? Oops, not there. There. Okay, that looks... I mean, that looks normal. Let's see if it throws errors this time. Could just be a weird interrupted make thing. I don't know. Okay, now it's my code is no longer in error, so that's good. This was the error from before, so that's fine. That was not inhibiting the progress of the code to run. It was just like some weird misalignment of something. I'm hoping to just bypass that error temporarily with my code, saying just give me this text up to here and nothing more, but that's it, and hopefully that will look okay for now, right? It won't look stupid for now. I can actually quit this. My fan is coming on, the max fan as it slams the CPU. Clang! The compiler. The reason it looks chunky and blocky on your screen is because I'm working on a 2560 by 1440 monitor, and it's being enlarged to fill a 4K monitor, and it doesn't do that very cleanly. So the screen I'm seeing is nice and sharp. The screen you're seeing is a copy that's been scaled, and it's not sharp. So sorry about that, but it is what it is. It's either that or you don't see anything, which might be better, depending on what you want to see. Now, the hope here is that I continue to get LLM bot replies, but without all the garbage. They'll be truncated, right? They'll be more brief than they otherwise would be, because some of the text that's useful is after a carriage return or a new line character, but so is a lot of the garbage. Plus, I also don't want all those extra carriage returns in there or new line characters, because it fills up the chat window too quickly, right? And pushes other stuff up. And also sometimes they way overset it so that they're way too tall. So like if you see where my cursor is down here at the bottom, if my chat panel only goes to here, sometimes that response goes all the way up to here with like a green line, space, then a green line, then space, and then a green line at the very bottom, which is really bizarre, right? Okay, so make install. Again, we're expecting those. It still runs. It just introduces the errors, I believe. I'm hoping he fixes that, or maybe I'll have to fix it. I don't know. All right. So now that we're done here, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment because I have to run the auth server. So I can do that, minimize it, come back in, come on, there we go. All right, so we're right there. So you can see the auth server is minimized down there, right? So I don't want to show that because it shows too much. But I deleted the log files. Everything else here should be okay. So now I can just go world server. It starts up. See if it complains about anything. Okay, so it has some complaints. So this might be related to the other thing that we're doing, right? So it's initialize commands. I don't know, very strange. All right, we're not going to worry about that just yet. So now, let's go back to the game. Very strange. I would love to know what that means. Anyway, stop streaming. No. Later. Later. Now let's go back in the game and see what chat looks like. Does it work at all? Did I completely break it? Am I going to be crying? Hopefully this can act as a bit of a stopgap as the bots log in and as they begin talking. But we shall see.
Greetings. Illuminate your path.
Fortunately, I'm a Skinner, so this one down here should be much easier.
Looking for something
Where I'm getting the
specific?
mark of quality, right? Because I have a chance at getting the the pristine hides or whatever they are from just skinning, not just looting. Oops. Again, I'm logging verbose logs, so hopefully I'll figure out where those are and I can look and see what it's doing and what it's responding with and maybe further refine or maybe even fix the problem, right? That would be ideal if I can just fix the problem.
Greetings.
Okay.
Farewell.
I think we already did that one. Whoops. Boop. We're going to do some adventuring here on the island. And then some adventuring near the island. Like on another island.
Goddess bless you.
Yeah, we got to get our Sunken Temple
What brings
quests.
you here?
We're going to be doing those next. Let's see here. Oh, look how washed out that looks. That looks so much better. Oh my god. All right, so let's look at icons. Icons, lovely icons. We're going to be going to this building. Did I already get these? Okay. So, again, these are not... oh, those are low level. Okay. I can do those, though. Let me view low requests. There we go. This sort of sets up some story here.
Oh. Goddess watch.
Gives us things to do here on the island. Oh, well, I guess it's back up this way. I'll see if they respond to anything here. And it's not working. Oh, it added emojis. Here, let me show you this. Come on. No eligible bots found. Whoa, dude. Talent tree change kind of wild. See this? Peace out. Now, obviously, it's including all these extra characters. Sorry, which is really garbage. But I didn't realize it was adding emojis. So what it does is every guildie has about a 1% chance to respond. That way I don't get a flood. Yeah, so. See all the extra carriage returns. It's keeping them and it's not stripping them the way I wanted it to. Dag nabbit. But anyway, it still works. And no, I don't want to do your stupid thing. Stop. Stop harassing me. No means no.
Can I assist you?
Alright. Well, at least my code didn't blow it up. That's good. Still, I would like it to work initially. I don't know why it's also not using those emojis. That would be kind of cute. I wonder if that's what's breaking it. Like characters beyond the standard ASCII character set. The gazebo is interesting. All right. We shall go back up. There is less than meets the eye. Oh, I'm about to ding 49. Nice. Which reminds me, I never did go train my level 48 skills, did I? Oh, well. It's not as important for a hunter. Yay.
Del Nadris.
Ishnu del Diab.
All right. There's a bunch of bots trying to respond. There we go. Interesting. I'm looking at my, that console screen, that console terminal. I can see all the bots trying to do things, right? They're trying to respond. They're trying to say this. Okay, so what is this? Against the hate crest. Complete.
I am honored.
It's not complete. Update yourself. I think that's a known problem with Questy, is it doesn't always update it right away. Okay, so we're not going to track this. We're not going to track this yet, but I do want to track this. It's also very likely that I basically intercepted at the wrong place. That my interception should be at some other location, maybe, because my guess is, and it's weird that he has that in the same code, but you'd think it would be a callback, right? Like I send out the query, then I register for a callback, and then when Alama says, "Oh, here's the thing," then the callback gets called, and now you can handle the response, right? You stay still, you. Where is it? Where? There it is. Nice. Goes right over there. Really hate the exclamation points off center. It's very jarring. What I'll do next as well with the chat modules is I'll go through all the source code, make sure it's all been updated to the latest version, right, by doing a git pull, and then do a recompile, well, if they've changed. If not, I might have to figure out why that one is throwing errors. Just again, here's what it could look like. Blech! Look how gross that looks. So much nicer. What's sad is I lived with this for years, right? Not realizing I could have this. I didn't know that reshade was a thing back in 2007. Change this a little bit. Questy. Nameplates. It's a little bit high. Oh, there we go. I could probably get what I want where I don't have question marks or exclamation points all over the map for quest objectives. I have dots instead, but keep the exclamation points on mob nameplates by turning off objectives in Questy, right? Turning off objective icons. Dirty desk.
How may I help?
Tracking errors. Okay, let me look up something really quick. Classic Codex Wrath. This is the one you want. This is what they integrate. If you look into Questy, like this, and you look at icons and for like objectives, right? You can say, I want my objectives to be like PF Quest Codex, right? When you choose that, you're essentially saying, I want the same icons that Codex uses. But you can install this as a separate thing, right? And it'll put the same dots on the map. So I want the dots. I don't want the exclamation points on the map. But I do want the exclamation points on the quest giver, right? Or on the nameplate of the enemy that I'm supposed to kill next, right? I really like that. Well, that's very confusing. Nothing. Yeah, part of my adventure here is trying to find add-ons that actually work still. Yeah, PF Quest I think was the original one. Can we go all the way back to... We only have 3 branches. Doesn't go back far, does it? Nothing really. Actually, you know what? Let me look at my repository of downloads that I have. Add on archive. Nothing there. Quest Helper does sort of kind of work. I remember using that a lot back in the day. That was really good. And then Questy was sort of like the thing. Quest Helper's claim to fame is it will give you like big numbers, big friendly numbers on the screen, like go here, go here, go here, go here. And it'll sort of put it in order, sort of like a traveling salesman problem, sort of like an A prime travel search or A star travel search. Pathing. A star pathfinding, right? So you want to go from here to here to here to here. And what's the most efficient way to do it, right? Which is Google. Most map makers use a variation of this in their mapping, and Quest Helper sort of does kind of it as well. A-star itself is an improvement on a very, very old algorithm from you know, like a century ago that was instrumental in creating all sorts of stuff. Add-ons. I'm not seeing Classic Codex. I'm not seeing Codex Lite. Was it called PF then? PF Codex 3.35A. PF Quest, there we go. See, I like the dots. I really like the dots. See that? That's really helpful. PF Quest for Wrath of the Lich King 315A. Oh. Was this the one I was looking at before? Yes. The problem at this point is you can't, if I download this, hopefully it's for my client, but it might be for the Lich King Classic, which uses a completely different API. Like it's the modern API. Let's try it. All right, so we are in, let's go to the inn real quick. I've used that hybrid before where I've done Questy just for certain things and then Codex Lite for other things, but we'll see if this we'll see if it works. Gotta wait for it to log out. There we go. Go in here, get rid of the cache. Go down here, go to downloads. Yes, I was looking at the AzerothCore guides add-on. There's a version that they've backported, this one right here, that is actually not that bad. I have it down there as well. All right. PF Quest. Is it named that? PF Quest. Okay, it is. Okay. Just want to make sure I had the same name. So now we're going to go here. Going to go there. Whoops, not there. Cut. Paste. There we go. Let's try this again. See if I can get these both to work together. Because I love the dots, but I don't like... I love the exclamation points on the nameplates. I love the dots on the ground. Does it load? It looks like it. Part of the fun of WoW to me... Ooh, nice. PF Quest mode. I like spawn points. Whoops. I have my own navigation arrow, thank you. Can you get rid of that? Thank you. All right, so I don't want their thing. I want to use questies, I think. I mean, I might use this. Let's see how configurable it is. PF Quest config. Use icons for tracking nodes. Color map nodes by spawn. Yeah, absolutely. World map node transparency. Oh, nice. Very nice. All right. Can I change their size? Quest tracker font size. Let's go 0.6 for now. Media map node transparency. Save and close. Obviously has to reload UI. Give it a second to update. Oh, so nice. Look at that. Oh, it's giving me quest helper type waypoint things. That's interesting. Does it work out here, though? That's the question. Will it actually do things here? Don't know. All right. Quest tracker visibility. I just got this quest tracker to use the font I want. Font size. It's not respecting the font size. I think I don't want the quest tracker. I like Questie's quest tracker better. All I really need this mod for, I believe, are just the dots on the map. All right, so we're gonna go there. Ooh, look at that. We can say mark these, mark that, mark that. Settings, interesting. I'm gonna need to fix the width here. MBF. Display 14. Why is it throwing that one way over there? It's like it's confused about what belongs there. Strange, but I can fix this. I go to BT, bag bar, lock, bring this down here. Doesn't really need to be up there. That's fine. And I can even make that 5.5. It's just there as a reminder that you have bags, and there, and reload UI. That way MBF can go all the way over if needed. So it's behaving now, but if it doesn't behave for some reason, then, yeah, see like that? Maybe it wants other things to be there, I don't know. Okay, so tracker is on, world map menu. There's a menu on the world map. Tracked quests. Manual selection. Hide quests. I like that. That way I can go mark of quality, and it should show me the Yetis, right? That's nice. That's very nice. All right, let's go back to settings. Quest log buttons. What is this? Oh, okay. Show, hide, clean, reset. Okay. So I can hide them or I can show them. Oh. Hide. Show. Clean. Show. Interesting. Okay. I think I like that. Enable quest link support. Where's the link? Translate, question mark, here we go. Translate English. I don't need translate. I wonder if that's a questy thing. So what is enable quest link support? Is this where I'm going like this? Is that what that means? Database IDs. I don't need that. Draw favorites on login. No. Minimum item drop chance 1. Show tooltips. Well, you're not showing me tooltips on anything here. I'm not using the quest tracker. I do like level on quest log. Let's see if that shows a number. Ah, there we go. I like that. Questy wasn't doing that. All right. Minimap nodes, absolutely. Icons for tracking nodes, maybe. Use cutout minimap node icons. What is that? Let's try this. 5, 5, 25. Highlight nodes on mouse over. Show routes between objects. I kind of like that. Include quest enders. Maybe their version will be better than Questy's. Show route on minimap. Maybe not. That's a bit much. Show arrows along routes. Or routes. Depending on how you say it. And Dell, if you're watching this, I can provide all of this stuff I'm figuring out to you guys. Like as a nice little package thing. Okay, so we're going there, then there, then there, then there. Clever. I mean, it's not like that's hard to figure out, right? Or if I want, I can show all of these. Well, not Sunken Temple, because that's far away. But... doop 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 doop. Now with Questy, I'd want to go to Questy and turn off objective icons right there. Ah. How do I move you? I don't want you right there. How do I unlock you? Do I use a control key? Shift key? Shift key. All right. It's sort of like Quest Helper in a way. And it turns red when it's the wrong way. That's good. It's very good. Green, yellow, red. I like that. Can I change? Is it using TomTom for that? Is this TomTom, right? No, it's using its own. All right. Maybe they embedded TomTom inside of itself. Hopefully, the code that runs this is more efficient than Questy, and I can get the same effect without the stutters. Right? So I have all my dots that I love. I love and adore those dots. Oh my god, and they're faded out until you mouse over them. Oh my god. That makes me so happy. Oh my god. Now, why are there two swords there? I don't want those swords. Oh, you know what that is? That's, you're going from this quest turn-in to you're killing things here, you're killing things here, and these are all the places where you're killing them. But I kind of don't want the swords. So can I get rid of the swords? I don't really need those. Is that what those are? Those giant quest objective things? I just want to see the spawn locations. Yes, that was it. See, I don't need to see the giant sword here. I get that I'm doing things here. Interesting that it put that there. Because, like, that's a quest that I've not done, but it's saying, hey, go get that. You should go do that. It's right there. Just, you know, on your way, just grab it. Okay, so what if I want to go do just that? We're going to turn that one off, turn that one off, that one and that one. And now we have, as it thinks, is going to do that. I'm not tracking it. Come on. Come on. Just give me the one I want. All quests is going to be like, all over the world. Okay, so this is not what I expect. I mean, it's not terrible, right? It's not the worst thing. But it is showing me quests I could get. Oh, you know why it's doing that? Because I have quest givers. Save and close. Now, you might want that. That might be a thing that you can turn on and like, okay, I want to connect the dots between those guys, right? It's there. It's there. There we go. Let's just try this very minimal right now. Just go do this, just the smallest thing. Okay, now why is that? What is that? And why is it following me? Oh, is that the turn-in? No. It's following me. I don't want that on the minimap. Why is it doing that? I don't like that. Let's turn that one off and see if that does it. Like if I'm going to have it on the minimap, I want to see where it actually is, not like some weird ghost thing following me around. Okay, so that must have been what that, nope, it's still following me. Ah, why is it following me? Okay, now it disappeared. Oh, is that saying, oh, is that like a little indicator, like there's a thing you can do back up here. So pay attention to this little, yep, see that? It's like, it's over that way, So you basically chase that thing until you get to where you're going. That's what that is. Okay. It's like a little chase thingy. Okay, so we like that. Use cutout, use gold color maps by spawn. I'm just going to play it like this for a while until something like grabs me and I'm like, blah, that's weird. Let it settle for a minute. Let it draw all its things. Now I'm see you come back and it's like, hey, there's a thing here. There's a thing here. There's a thing here. There's a thing here. And is it going to change? It didn't change. Because before it had a big question mark there. But I'm just going to keep an eye on that. That's kind of weird to me. I don't hate it yet. It's just strange. It reminds me of Gather HUD, you know, where it's showing you where nearby nodes could be. And it's, you sort of, you know, it's like a little miniature version of the map superimposed right here for now when it comes to that little question mark box thing. Did I do that? He did that. That's weird. She can do that while she's frozen? I just wanted the herb. Can I just have the herb, please? Do I really have to level to 80 before I can come get these? And not be seen? Because it's Purple Lotus. Because we're in a ruin. I want the Purple Lotus. Damn it all. Okay, I do want to change one more thing. And that is... in Questy... when I look at nameplates, I want this to be one more pixel down. Still a little bit too high, I noticed. I really wish this were in cabin as well. I don't like this font. I don't like Frizz Quadrata. I want it to be this font, which I use here and in my tooltip up there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful on-screen font. Use it in Voodoo, use it in my party frames, whatever. Target, pet, everything. Had I been tracking that earlier, I would have seen it. Oh, they have a symbol for their house. Oh, like a crest? Yeah, what is it? Oh, it's a hate crest. They hate everyone because they're the hate crest. These Naga, they just hate. That's what they do. They just hate. They wake up and they hate. Just like a vibe, just of hatred. Full-on hate. Full-on hatred. Hey, I just coined a new term. Someone who really hates when people supply money to other people online. Hatron. I'm a hatron. Instead of a patron. Because it's always a disappointment. I can't think of a time when a Patreon was ever not a disappointment in some way. Well, I suppose it's possible. Maybe there's a couple. Usually it's pretty bad. Usually it's either a grift or a total disappointment. Like you're like cheerleading the person, right? Yeah, make the thing that I want. I mean, you know, Quest goggles came from that, but... I remember when that Patron went out. Or Patreon, or whatever it was called then. I don't think it was Patreon, I think it was some other fund me kind of a thing, but it was the first VR goggles that were like made for the public. Really? You all just want to gang up on him? You guys are meanie pants. At least they aren't trying to run away. Oh, he's 49 now. Nice. 49 kitty. Show us your titties. I mean, kitties. Is everything sorting? Excellent. It's in the open category. Excellent. Let's see here. Let's just go right for him. There's Lord right there. Now, if I were a miner, I'd be jonesing for the nodes that are in here. There have to be at least a couple. Trying to get my mana up. Let's just clear a little bit more. That way, if he like calls for people, it doesn't like bring them over. Reminds me of the caves you have to clear during your Karazhan attunement quest line. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, I got my second quest starter. Right there. I have the one from Hinterlands. Now I just need the one from Tenaris, and I can do them all and get the robot chicken. That distance is wrong. Unless it's 18.8 miles. Or is that seconds? Oops, there we go. I think my my extractor, my text extractor, maybe needs to be on a callback, not on where it was, maybe, and it needs to basically strip out everything that isn't between a certain ASCII range. So 32 and higher, not 127 and lower, but like so it strips out anything that's not letters, numbers, and standard punctuation and space characters. So if you look at an ASCII table, I want to strip out everything above 32 here, all these, and then I want to strip out everything below I want to strip out most formatting. So keep uppercase, keep lowercase. I mean, just a regex for that, right? There's a real simple regex where you're like, just keep this, keep this, keep this, delete everything else. It's like, regex, bracket 09 AZ.
Goddess bless you.
It's actually slightly better than I have. I'll take the spirit for sure. It's like the Scorpion armor. And this is since Tunic of Westfall. It's since I did Dead Mines at level 20. So yeah, it's quite a while to wait for an upgrade.
May the stars guide you.
I really don't like the built-in equipment manager, but at least it lets me categorize things so that they appear in the bag correctly when they're taken off. Like if I take off this or this or this, they appear as in the DPS set, right? Oh wait, why is it not working? Oh, because I don't have BM. Right. Let me save that again. Damn it. That's why I named it Beast Mastery. Son of a bitch. I'll delete that one and put them back on. Resave this. There. Now when I remove them, They should appear as DPS, physical DPS. See that? Fizz for physical DPS. That way you don't go, oh, I guess I'll vend those. No, 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 no. They're part of your physical DPS set. You don't want to get rid of those. Or your healer set, or your this or that set. Herb. Tangies? Zesties. Zesty. Auction. Bridia. Leather. That's for a kitty druid or a bear druid. Well, no, not bear druid. Bear druid would have health on it. And either strength and stamina, but that's definitely kitty gear. Ah, yes. There we go.
May the stars guide.
Make sure that's updated. Okay. You know, I could change that, though. I could go rules. Physical DPS. Beast Mastery. BM. Right? Marksman. MM. And that would still work. I could even say cat, right? And for tanking, I could go. I have tank bear. Oh, I do have bear. Okay, good, excellent. I did do that there. All right. Let me update my document for that. Let's go DPS. Copy. Sheets. Google.com. I like to keep this maintained in case something ever happens to my build in game. Now I have this as a fallback that has like a master list for every version of the game, just so I can, you know, make sure it's correct. There we go. Excellent. Now I can go in here and go save BM, delete the long one, take off some gear. Should go to physical DPS. Yep, there it is. Excellent. All right, so now we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna take a break. That was fun, but I think it's break time. I would like to go train up some spells, and then I'll probably fly back down here and do some of these quests. So like now if I go here, not that one. Maybe he is here. Is he the guy that's up here? He might be. It's a missing courier. Here, let's go. Let's change this again. Let's go to settings. Let's just assume we want to look at everything right now. Where is it? There we go. Let's just assume that we just want to be held. We want our hands held as we're just having fun touring and just not really paying too much attention. We're just like, you know, gabbing with our friend. I'm just watching the thing. It's just showing me where to go. I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here, then here. The thing about this, though, is you can't get from here to here without going all the way around. It doesn't show you that, but that's the truth. It's a huge drop, too, to go from there to there, because it's like a cliff. But you wouldn't know that unless you played. But this is just a nice reminder, right? It's just a little reminder. See, yeah, Gordani Brutes up there. There's more here. I like the fact that they're all the same color, right? The same quest gets highlighted. That's very pleasing to my brain. They're all, you know, like these are the shamans. These are the brutes. The gray ones are warlocks. It's very, very nicely done. Yetis. Ah, love it so much. All right, well, I'm gonna go. It's time to take a break. Time to go chill, check my tub, maybe pour more epoxy resin, but I'll see you guys later.